So this video is just to keep people up to date on who I am. I'm a human first, and then I became a warlock. But in this realm, I'm just kind of like whatever I choose to do, like a human, I do it. Whatever, like skateboarding, like longboarding rather. That's the best way to say it, longboarding. Because if you say skateboarding, you get it misinterpreted. I know there's a few people out here don't know who I am. I'm also the road fugitive. I have channels I create, and I just get off them with even with no strikes. I just leave them, and that's how I am. That's how I do my advertising. So what the deal is my name is James Clark. I am a longboarder downhill. I am a developed warlock. I can do things that people would say, well, if you can't fix your body, you can't do shit. No, there's a lot of things we're not allowed to do, but we get fixed by other warlocks. So, like, if we were to get killed, this is just to reiterate, because sometimes I misspeak. Um, if we were to get killed, we immediately are in another vessel. Like, even before, if there's, let's say, torture ahead of time, um, we will immediately be in another vessel. And whatever's left of that human, that vessel that we were in, you'll see it screaming in torture and dying. But the warlock has already left that vessel and is in another vessel. Now, it's impossible for people to know where the warlock went. That's how magical we are. We don't actually have to show magic visually. This isn't a movie set. However, I could if I wanted. And now in the daytime, we're not really supposed to have a lot of power. So the most we can do is just be talented at what we do. So, like as a downhill longboarder, I only took it up a couple of years ago, and I have developed that interest, and now I find no other interest. Now, warlocks are like that. We have very particular interests. We don't follow etiquette. Like I'm just turned 57, and I'm only 2 years into longboarding. Very little under my belt when I was young. In the late 70s, 80s, I barely could ride those skateboards. They were so garbagey cheap, and so I had only a little under my belt at that time. But at least it taught me how to balance, and at least it gave me a little heads up on now how to control a longboard that is of higher technology. Now, recently I went to Merce Skate, got some nice wheels, and put together my own skateboard. You don't really have to have a skateboard customized, although maybe it would help if you don't exactly know what you're doing. But the point is this: you have to maintenance your skateboard. So better you learn how to do all that. It's very simplistic. It's not technical. It's not like fucking with a car or something. So it's but for some it may be difficult because they don't get it. Maintenance is very important. It's like hygiene. Now doesn't mean necessarily I'm always going to smell good and pretty like and shit, because in reality, yeah, I do like to get dirty once in a while, but and I will let my skateboard roll a little bit gunked for a while. Okay, but I'll always clean it. I always make sure it's re you know maintenance. I don't like to have the thought of just letting things go when it comes to something that you do for fun that could get you hurt. So always make sure you got the right kind of bushing settings, the right angles, the right kind of risers, depending on what kind of um, wheel well type situation you got on whatever deck. Make sure you try to get a deck that's going to be comfortable, light if you need it, light, heavy if you need it, heavy. But the truth is, if you go to anything on Road Fugitive, you can see my skateboard videos, and I've left them up. And this is an example of how I've been shadow banned. Um, on one of my videos, it's got like 300 and almost 30 views. Maybe it's more by now. And there's only like 15 likes. That is proof. No dislikes, just, a shitload of views and no fucking extra likes. That is just proof that YouTube doesn't want you to know that I can fucking, at my age, 57, they don't want you to know that I'm a good skateboarder, because I have other things I talk about, and I'm back and forth on different subjects, from warlock to human to longboarder to this to that to politics, whatever. They don't find that interesting on YouTube because I might say something that is going to steer people in a strange direction. Oh well, too bad. Well, too bad. Oh, well, too bad. What are you going to do next? Censor everybody that has an opposing view? Yes, that's what probably was next on the list. Hey, guys, road fugitives,